Today we are going to be talking about yoga. So yesterday I had a beautiful experience of doing yoga on the beach with an old dear friend of mine, and it was truly beautiful. It was about an hour long, beautiful yoga yoga practice, and I haven't done it in like 2 years. I used to be really into yoga. I used to really enjoy, hitting the mat. And I've kind of stopped. I've been doing some other movement practices, and yeah, yesterday was the day that I returned. And here's what I learned. I felt so peaceful and so grounded after doing this, hour-long practice. I really felt wonderful. I really did. I felt really good. And it showed me the importance and the value of taking care of the body on a physical level. And what a practice like that in terms of the way it can move energy, and what it can do in terms of, creating a more regulated nervous system, and more of a peaceful experience of life. It definitely brought that on. But here's what I hone in on. Yoga is not transformational healing. You can't just do yoga every day and expect to heal yourself on a deep level. And anyone that says otherwise, they don't truly know energetically what they're talking about. It's not to say it's a bad thing. Don't go into duality just because I said that. I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm not saying that it's wrong. I love yoga. Don't get me wrong. I love it. And after having this experience yesterday, I realized, I need to start doing this more regularly. My body is asking for this. And I felt great afterwards. Who doesn't want to feel great? But the important thing is here, I'm not using it as a way to escape my feeling. I'm not using it as a tool to feel better. It's just an extra practice that I can do on a physical level to take care of my body, to open me up on a physical on a physical level. But that's not the same as learning how to go within yourself on an energetic level, open your heart, become the divine being that you are, tap into your own internal power, understand where your trauma, your wounding comes from, and activate divine enlightened frequencies. Frequencies like the 20 universal ways of oneness. They are very different things. That's working on a quantum energetic level. That is very different to the physical practice of yoga. And I'm not saying that physical practice of yoga doesn't have an energetic effect. It does. I felt it yesterday. It definitely was. Definitely felt recharged. There was a level of charging that was happening as I was connecting with the earth, as I was becoming the way of connection, connecting with the earth, connecting to my body. There's definitely an element to that of spending an hour not thinking about the outside world. And that's the beauty of yoga class. You've got an instructor there. You don't have to think. You can just observe, you can watch, you can follow, and you can do and be in your own self and connect with your own self. And I felt very connected to myself after the experience. But that's very different to energetically becoming the way of connection in every area of your life. If the only place that I can connect to myself is through doing yoga, what, am I just going to do yoga for 16 hours of the day, sleep, wake back up and do more yoga? And yes, there are people that do that. And yes, what happens when they then go return into regular society? Are they still the peaceful person that they are? Probably not, because they've outsourced their level of inner peace to a practice that's on the physical level. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm just saying that it's not transformation at the energetic level. When we then pair these two together, doing the beautiful self-loving care of something like yoga, or another example would be qigong, an energy practice that's created at the physical level of the body to do certain movements to create more life force energy in the body. That's not the same as learning how to go within yourself, open your heart to the divine part of you, to connect to your heart center on an energetic level and learn how to open and start to alchemize any trauma that's there. And when we do that, And we're not relying on something outside of us to regulate our nervous system. And we're learning how to regulate our nervous system from within ourselves. And then we combine it with a tool or a system or whatever you want to call it, like yoga. Then we get to actually experience the benefit of what it's supposed to be. And I really did. I felt wonderful post that session. I felt really, really good. I felt like I could do anything in certain capacity. But there's only so long that feeling of peace will last. And then the question is, well, what is taking me out of that peace? That's all our programs. That's all our conditioning. That's interacting with other people and other energies. And then if we have programs that are still in powerlessness, that are then going to attach to that or feel like a victim or whatever we have running unconsciously within ourselves, they're going to get activated, and all of a sudden we lose that sense of peace. And if we have, just like me, any addictive nature in ourselves, then we can then look to that thing of, well, I just need to do yoga all the time. And I was stuck here for a number of years. I was stuck doing yoga, breathwork, meditation, thinking that they were the things to keep me in balance, not realizing that there was deeper work that I needed to do of addressing why I was coming out of balance. You see, when we look inside of ourselves and address the root cause of why we don't feel that natural peace and bliss that we are, the love that we naturally are, that we come, you see it when you see a newborn baby full of awe and wonder and joy and laughter. And yeah, all right, sometimes they cry, and that's when they need the nurturing. But generally, you can see the love that we come into this world as. You can see the beauty that we just naturally are. And that is our natural state. So what is getting in the way of all that? And what I learned is just practicing yoga is not going to get to the root of what's really going on with me to create the lack of peace or clarity or disconnection or the dissociation or the lack of groundedness that I experience. Yes, I may feel more grounded and connected to myself as I do a practice like yoga, and that's fantastic and wonderful. But then the question is, well, why can't I experience that every day of my life? And what energetic work do I have to do? What do I have to become? Energetically, what do I have to become? Something that Rachel says all of the time. And I repeat it because it's true. What do I have to become in this moment to energetically embody that peace, that love? What part of my psyche is hiding in my blind spot that is running the show right now, that's causing me to experience the anxiety, the stress, whatever it is, the disease, the suffering? What part of me is still stuck in the past that needs my love, needs my attention, and needs healing? That work, it cannot be fully addressed by just doing a yoga practice. There is energetic work that needs to be done. What does that look like? Inner child healing, shadow work. These are all forms of that. But most shadow work and inner child healing don't operate at the energetic level. And that's why people stay trapped just working with their inner child, or trapped just looking at their shadow. We have to do those things, and this is everything that I help people work through and teach and coach people through. And this is everything that we do at Masters of Self University. It's about learning how to then elevate your consciousness out of the suffering, and not to just think I'm there, but to energetically become, for example, the way of unconditional love. That is an extremely high vibration. Now, if I can't be the way of unconditional love, and hands up, I'm not there yet, but if I can't be that in every area in my life, I have work to do on myself. And I'm not going to get there by just showing up on the yoga mat an hour every day. It might help. It might help keep my body in a very beautiful way so I can focus more on my inner self. But it's the inner work that will ultimately set you free. It's the energetic work that we do inside of ourselves that then reflects outside and creates our physical reality. That old saying, as within, so without. We don't try and fix the physical to fix the mental and emotional. We don't try and fix anything at all. We heal. And then everything becomes a reflection of our consciousness, because that's what we are. At its core level, that's what we are. So, if you need help with this, if you need help healing, raising your level of consciousness, and you want to learn how to maybe you do yoga, maybe you're listening to this and you're like, Danny, I love yoga, I don't want to stop doing it. Please don't stop doing it. Like, it's great. It's fantastic. It's a beautiful physical practice that has an energetic and spiritual, mental, emotional, like layers and capacity to it. There's an effect of that all. But when you start to combine that with learning how to connect to your soul and infusing that soul's energy, the light that you are, the divine being that you are, into that practice of yoga, you are going to see a rapid shift in probably the way that you feel before and after, the way that you feel throughout the rest of your day, and the way that you even practice. The most important part is to learn how to work with energy on the quantum level, to learn how to go within yourself and heal for real, not to just think that, oh, by doing this practice, this is going to make me better. You must feel. There are so many people that I know that think that yoga heals them. You heal you. And we are here to guide you into yourself if you are ready to become the divine being that you are. And I invite you, if that's you, come join us. Visit mastersofselfuniversity.com and sign up for a free student enrollment call and see what it is that we offer and feel what it is that we're here to bring and how we will give you that higher education on a spiritual level of how to go into yourself and how to really elevate and how to become a divine being. And then keep practicing yoga. I'm not telling you to ever stop. I love yoga. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and there'll be many more coming, so please follow along. This is a new channel for me, a new way for me to share the work that I'm doing, share the downloads and the messages that I'm getting, and a place for me to coach and teach and guide and offer whatever it is that I can to be of service. So please subscribe if you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.